It's all in your hands. Unlock your potential with your dream
For those of you who are joining, this is Crystal Huang. She director, producer, and lead actress for Dark Feathers. And now I will show the trailer for Dark Feathers. A movie which I saw last week. It was really, really unique and excellent. And I'm glad that everyone joined in for the session to check it out. So here is the trailer.
My dance partners tends to have bad luck. Have you heard about that?
And who was your plus one?
Who else?
I don't think the mission must not be interrupted.
はい。これならビジネスの世界でも頂点に立つ。
A spy? I don't think so.
Did you ever find anything out about that young lady?
Look, I never even found out who she was.
The master's growing weaker.
And how will I die?
Is she a suspect?
So as you saw, Dark Feathers in theaters now, nominated for many awards. And now, without further ado, I'd like to welcome Crystal Huang. Thank you for coming and joining us. I know you're very, very busy. So this is a great, great opportunity for anyone who has questions or is interested in the movie. Crystal?
Hi, good evening, everyone. Thank you for taking time today to enjoy my presentation.
And now we have a slideshow prepared by Crystal to talk about the process of making movies and specifically the process of making Dark Feathers. So Crystal, what was the motivation for creating this movie, Dark Feathers?
Well, the Hollywood movies almost seldom had like Asian female leads, and I wanted to fill this gap. I used to be a ballroom dancer, and some of my partners disappeared or died. So my writer started developing the script from here. He imagined a Bruce Lee-like character, and his death triggered all the events that happened in the movie. Bruce Lee is not only a top martial artist, but also he is a ballroom dancing champion, if you have never heard of that.
I did not know that at all. That's really cool. Mm-hmm.
So why art forms exist? Because in the reality, the routine life is boring and doing things that has been you need to do again. Nothing is really new and exciting. But on the other hand, art form are exploration with imagination, new ways to live and also to dream. So art form exists to fill the vast space between the reality and also the fantasy.
Mm-hmm. And in particular, Dark Feathers, it mixes reality and fantasy. So how did you manage these two different elements in the story?
Mm-hmm. Well, people like to see fantasy, but reality must serve as the background for fantasy to stand out. Otherwise, fantasy is harder to relevant to audience. Story based on some of my experience, and the writer added some elements to make the movie more rich and also more interesting.
Okay. So By like making the reality the foundation of the movie, you create a story that they're interested in, and then
Yes,
fantasy you use to make it more interesting to the audience
correct.
is the general approach. Okay, I see. Okay.
The value of telling story. The story and the fictions, they explore the possibilities of human evolution. And people listen to story, they to learn about life and also to develop deep thoughts. So stories carries information and ways to connect information.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So making movies is the ultimate form then, right, of telling stories?
Yeah, there's a lot of ways to tell a story. For example, action, performances, dialogue,
Mhm.
speeches, music, and a sound effect. But making a movie combines all these possible ways to tell our story.
Yeah, because we use multiple senses when we watch a movie, right? It's visual medium. We hear the music, we hear the dialogue. We use our mind to process the story and see the characters interact and change with one another. Yeah. So why does a compelling screenplay matter? And why is a strong screenplay important in independent films like Dark Feathers?
Well, the screenplay is the foundation. Next, so strong characters in a unique story, they suggest a higher likelihood of attracting audience. It's like a blueprint of a movie. So here you can see the screenplay of Star Wars. So before the
Yeah.
movie got produced, the writer and the director, they need to work together, probably need to modify the script a lot of times, in order to finally produce the movie. A unique and interesting story carried by the screenplay, which can attract talents, and also producer, director, yeah, and the distribution company too. Our screenplay attracted actors like Karina Smirnoff, the world top dancing champion, and many other Dancing with the Star winners. And also
Oh,
our
wow.
screenplay attracted our lead actor, Giles Marini, because Giles Marini not only the good dancer, and also he is a top martial artist. So after he read the script, he said, "Oh, I really liked the script." He wanted to be in it. So
Yeah,
um,
it's perfect for him.
and also the screenplay is essential to attract investment. So the screenplay is often the first detailed look investor will get at a movie's potential. I remember when I got the first check. It's a lady, is a lady investor. She really liked the twisting and the turn of the script. So that's the reason she gave me the first check.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really, I suppose, how long did it take to make your screenplay for Dark Feathers, and how many changes did you guys have to make?
Well, I think probably it's around the script probably took like 1 year, but we did a lot of twisted, after. And also, even though during the shooting, sometimes we still need to modify the script to adjust the scene, to
Mm.
adjust the setting. Yeah. Because the
Oh, I
Dark
see.
Matter, it's a low budget movie. So
Mhm.
if within if it's insufficient budget, you probably will have like a limited resources, and you will have limited room for creativity, limited material clips for post-production. But that's the reason, a unique and interesting story could make a really totally difference. In this case of our ultra low budget movie like Dark Feathers, the screenplay carries the most responsibility for the success.
Mhm.
Yeah, and also our writer is the PhD in physics, and also additional writer is Emmy Award winner Daniel Benton too. The story is a San Francisco story, and we shot both in Los Angeles and also San Francisco. Also the screenplay, the script also provides an idea of budget level. The
Mhm.
screenplay also informs the budget. So if a well-structured screenplay can lead to more accurate budgeting. So that will be
Okay.
reduced the risk of overruns. Yeah, the cost overruns.
Okay, so it's not a screenplay is not just for the story, it's also to manage the budget and make sure that you don't go over for especially shooting certain scenes multiple times.
Right.
Mhm.
So for our movie, I just tell my writer we cannot have a lot of like visual effect because each shot of visual effect they counted by 1 minute by second is very expensive. So we don't have a lot of visual effect in the movie too. Yeah.
Okay, I see. I mean, yeah, that makes sense in VFX because in post-production you have to shoot the scene, confirm the scene that you are using, and then they have to edit it. And then it comes back to you guys at the director's table and you see if you like it, right?
Right.
So I'm sure it's a long process. Mhm.
Yes. Yeah. So the Dark Feather is it's a dancing musical. And we have top dancer like Karina Smirnov. She is 8-time World Latin Dancing Champion, and she has appeared in a lot of Dancing with the Stars. And also our lead actor, Joseph Marini. He's in Sex and the City, Brothers and Sister, and recently he's in, I believe, is in Crime of Fashion, and also Wear a Croc. And our Blackpool finalists, Evita Faragi and Angela Faragi, they all delivered the best dance on the big screen.
Yeah, when I watched the movie, I could really tell that the dancers were very, very impressive. Those scenes were probably my favorite actually, is in the dancing in the studio. Mhm.
Yeah, a lot of people tell us that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a similar story, and we have Michael Madison. Michael Madison, he has played the similar role in Kill Bill 1 and 2, and also he was in Reservoir Dog and also 007 Die Another Day. And his performance is fantastic. So he got the best supporting actor in the 24 Hollywood Royal Independent Film Festival too. Yeah.
Oh wow. That's very impressive.
Yeah.
So Dark Feathers, it combines the musical genre and samurai thriller genre. How did you bring these two genres together in the process?
I think about Bruce Lee because he is not only top martial artist, and also he is a top ballroom dancer. And his mysterious death, which is the clue of understanding Dark Feather's plot, because a lot of people after watching they have a lot of question. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. So Bruce Lee was your biggest inspiration then when making the
Correct.
film.
Yes. Yeah, the thing of Dark Feathers, even though the movie is action thriller, but the main thing is the female power, female love, and female dignity. And you can see our logo too. There's 3 feathers in the middle, and it consists of a Chinese character. It's a female, and also surrounded by the swords.
Yeah, that's really clever logo. I see that now. Thinking that new, right?
Yes.
Female. Yeah.
Yeah, the logo of dark feathers. Each Japanese clan family they has its own logo, and that's the reason they put the logo on their clothes. So in the Edo chain in dark feathers, we keep this tradition, and its logo is the 3 feathers when to indicate the domination of a female. And also we have made a T-shirt with logo on it, and all this logo is man-made. It's all handmade.
Handmade. Yeah, handmade.
Handmade. If anybody interested in our T-shirt, you can let me know later.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a really, really nice logo. All right.
So finding the director, this is the most the difficult and important thing for making the Dark Feathers. Our screenplay attracted around like more than 10 potential directors who all expressed their interest in direct like Dark Feathers. And many of them, they want to take a control, including like some potential investor. I remember there was a potential investor, and he told me, he can invest a lot of money, maybe around like $1 million to fund the Dark Feathers, but he wanted to direct it. So after I look at his resume and his IMDb, I found out all the movie he directed will all have like a very low ratings. So this one we passed. And some of the some direct they offer reduced pay with bringing like a famous talents. There's one case, there's a female producer, kind of famous producer, yeah, and he offered no pay for her directing, but she wants her famous husband to be in the movie.
Okay, I see.
We passed her because she never directed any movie. Yeah, this is one of another example. And I remember when another one is a cinema photographer. I want her to be my like a co-director together. But after he read the script, and he totally changing the script. He say, in order to make the script more commercial, he want to make it a diamond chasing one. So it's like chasing diamond.
Okay.
So this one we cannot pick. We kept the film with the original story of mystery, of female empowerment. That's the reason we passed him too. Yeah. So at the end, I did not hire any director, so I be my own director. In this way, so I can control the script, and also I can save a lot of money to meet the budget too. Yeah.
Yeah, that was really, really excellent, especially because you talked about the inspiration for this movie is female empowerment and as well as Bruce Lee inspiration. So you don't want the director to change the reason why you guys are making the movie in the first place, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
Copyright in the namespace. We really like to have used some clips from Bruce Lee movie to hint that our movie is inspired by him, a top martial artist and also a ballroom dancer. However, because of the copyright issue, and we cannot afford buying these clips, so we had to give up this idea. We then thought about using a clip in Japanese movie. It's a famous Japanese movie, samurai assassin movie called Ichi, about a female assassin. And we tried to hint that the main character is a trained skill, but still we did not have funds to buy a Ichi clip too. So finally, we just got an alternative solution. We just shot that scene in Bay Area by ourselves. Yeah.
I mean, that's a good solution, right? Because it fits within the budget.
Yeah, we hired like one young actress and to play Ichi and shot her killing bandits instead. Yeah, another issue is that at the previous slides, I think I haven't finished. Another issue is we cannot using any like a full name of a character because such a name might be identical to someone alive and also not related to the movie. Then we'll probably have some like a legal issue may probably exist. So like a Caitlyn, we just saved by Caitlyn, like a Blackpool, which is the world top dancing competition in England. So we instead of say Blackpool, we'll say the Blankpool.
Yeah. So when you use names like this instead, then you're not eligible to be sued or lawsuit or anything around copyright, correct?
Right. So there's a lot of things involved in making movie. We need to do a lot of clearance, and also we need to pass in the clearance for the title, clearance for the script, all this procedure.
Yeah, I'm sure there's lots of administrative work.
Yeah, production design. We shot the movie in two cities. First is in San Francisco, then in Los Angeles. So each city we have our own crew. We have San Francisco crew, we have Los Angeles crew. Because San Francisco, I didn't find like a lot of professional cast in the crew. So some of our crew, we need to drive from Los Angeles to San Francisco. Yeah. So I hired two product designer crew to help shoot the dark feathers in each city. They all responsible for making the shooting site look like described in the screenplay. And my writer has an Asian gold set, which was from Japan. And this become the game Princess Edo plays in her royal chamber. So you can see the gold set.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, about the red Mercedes, the female fatalcade in the movie, she drives a red Mercedes. We rented one in San Francisco. We return it. Then we come back to Los Angeles. We cannot find the same style because that style Mercedes is kind of old. It's a newer one, We cannot find it in Los Angeles.
Oh. Mhm.
So, but I need to drive the same red Mercedes, but we cannot find it. There's no rental company in area carry the same one. So, but finally we are lucky enough to have one found an online rental company, a red one, the same day we shot. So it just so stressful. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. Is there any reason why you chose red Mercedes as the car for her to drive?
It just stylish. It just
Stylish?
yeah.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
very nice in the film. It was a nice car.
Yeah, yeah. And also when you see this slide, there's a 寿司 lantern. In our final the fighting scene, we need to use in that Japanese that lantern. And my my production designer, she does not know Chinese. So that's the reason she gave us all the lantern would have sushi on the top. So which is kind of funny, but that is it's a tragedy, scene. It's not a comedy, so we cannot use in sushi. So this is kind of weird, yeah.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
also in movie we have you can when people saw the movie, you can we have the tattoo on Kate's back. Also the logo on outfits in the clan family too. It's very popular to have logo. That's what I said before on Japanese clothes, and it symbolized the main thing of dark feathers. Yeah.
Mm. So for the tattoo, did the makeup crew have to draw on the tattoo every time we saw it?
Yes. Every day we need to
Okay.
draw the tattoo. Yeah.
Oh wow.
And
That's
yeah,
hard work.
yeah. The tattoo, the logo is designed by our writer and also our costume designer.
How long did it take every day for them to tattoo that on your back?
Well, I think she's very professional. She did it very quick. Probably it's around like 20 minutes, 10 minutes to 20. Yeah. But
Okay,
every
yeah,
day
that's yeah.
costume. A lot of people after watch the movie, they all like a cater the costume.
Mhm.
Actually, okay, all the costume I wear in the movie is all my personal collection. In the last 20 years, I have my own wardrobe or fashion designer. So all the costume, all the clothes I wear in all my movie, I act, all is my personal collection. Mhm.
That's very, very great. Yeah, you're very stylish then. You said you've done over 60 movies then? You always use your personal wardrobe then to style
Yes,
yourself?
yes, yeah. Yeah, because I really like my wardrobe because I found that my wardrobe is more fit for me. I just choose different wardrobe based on the different character. And
Mm.
my fashion designer, she did a wonderful job in the last 20 years too. And even though you can see today I wear, it's the clothes she designed too.
Yeah, yeah. And
Yeah.
also the story is based on yourself a little bit, right? So it's your own style is very fitting as well for the character.
Right, yeah.
Mhm.
Not only my clothes and also the lead actor and also Karina Smirnoff, all the ballroom dancer, we all choose the very stylish dancing dresses and also the kimono. Kimono is pretty hard for me because we need to shoot in San Francisco and Los Angeles, so I need to find a kimono in both cities, which is not easy, and also to need to within our budget, need to meet our budget, yeah.
Mhm.
Because of the various schedule of the cast and crew, and also the budget constraints, so we could not even add one more day of extra shooting. So the total time we shot this movie is around like 2.5 weeks.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's shot over like 100 scenes in San Francisco Bay Area and Los Angeles. Within the 14 working days. And these working days includes the travel time from Los Angeles and San Francisco. Yeah.
Yeah, that's very difficult. I especially know that because for most Hollywood movies, right, they shoot a few minutes of a film in a week, right? So this is a very, very like rush time frame in comparison.
Yes. You can see the first shot out of dark feather scene, which is shot in the Bay Area. It's in Livermore area. So that's what I'm saying. The story is a Bay Area story too. My
Mhm.
line producer in the first time he told me, line producer who is if anybody don't know is in charge of the try to meet the budgeting, and also all the logistic from the pre-production for post-production, which is a line producer job. So he told me, there's no way you can shoot 14 days within using your budget. Your budget only can shoot at most 10 days. Not even mention you to travel from San Francisco. I mean, travel from Los Angeles to San Francisco. It's totally impossible. So that's through the lamp producer who told me that same. He did not come on board because he don't believe he does not believe we can make this movie within this tight budget.
Well, looks like he was wrong then, right? Because you guys did it.
Yeah, we
Mhm.
did. The line producer, I think I interviewed probably more than 5 line producers too, and none of them told me that's impossible.
Mhm. When shooting the scenes, did you shoot them in chronological order of the movie, or do you just shoot in convenience?
We not do it in the chronicle order. We did just by scene and by location because sometimes we need to one day we need to go to like a 3 location, like San Francisco. We need to go to Richmond area. We need to go to Dublin, and we need to go to like a Suno area. So it's need a lot of like scheduling, which plays a
Mm,
very important role in this movie in order to shoot within 2.5 weeks.
I see. Yeah, that makes sense.
So yeah, so post So our movie, because of such a low budget, so we don't have like the backup plan. The time we're shooting is during the San Francisco rain season. For
Mm,
example, when we shoot in the Suno winery, we need to change location to inside because of the rain. And on that day, we need to change 3 location from Suno, Pleasanton to Dublin to San Francisco. So it's yeah, it just
because of the rain.
hard, yeah, because of the
Mhm,
rain happens suddenly in Suno area, yeah. So
mhm.
absence of actors if scheduled shooting or some kind of if it's equipment damaged or malfunction, that will impact the scheduling too, and yeah.
Mhm. And the
And
budget, right?
yeah, and also not only that, we need to adjust the script to meet the shooting schedule. Such as we need to changing a night scene to a daytime one. If you watch the movie, you can see the first the Jerry suicide scene. which is in the daytime. But actually, in the script, it happens at nighttime, not the daytime. But we just cannot squeeze because that day we the only time we can shoot that scene is daytime. So that's unfortunate. Yeah.
Well, it's still a great scene. I think that the daytime actually might even improve it a bit, in my opinion.
Yeah,
Because it's such a contrast, right? A contrast with the bright day with the dark tone of the scene. So it's very, very good. You
yeah.
also mentioned that you shortened it. You shortened the movie as well.
Oh, yes, the post-production is performed by the Sugar Studio at Los Angeles. The Sugar Studio is a very big studio in Los Angeles. They usually handle multi-million films. So when the owner looked at my movie, he decided to take it, but he told me he never took so low budget film in the last 15 years. That's the first one. So I'm so lucky. So during the editing, I need to set with the editor every day. So we need to go through the footage again. The first cut we have is around 122 minutes. And some people told me it's too slow. So then I cut it to 107 minutes. Then later I did another cut in order to meet the Hollywood guideline, because Hollywood, a lot of film, it's like around 90 minutes. So finally I cut to 93 minutes. So there's a couple like a good scene we eliminated too, yeah.
Oh wow. Yeah. Are there any scenes that you really, really wanted to put in the movie that didn't make it in the final cut?
Yeah, that probably will be another version. We will have like a 1.7 version too, yeah.
Oh, so you will also release a different cut as well, like a director's cut later on as well?
Yes, probably, yeah.
I'll have to watch that. I'll have to watch that one too.
Yes. Film music. We have multiple composers, which include Lok Chen. Lok Chen, I saw probably a lot of people you have watched Wandering Earth. Wandering Earth, Lok Chen is the solely composer for Wandering Earth, and also he is the music consultant for Kung Fu Panda 3. I really like his music too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Our dancing music, we very much like to use like a second words of Shostakovich as the opening dancing music. However, we could not afford the copyrights. Then we thought some Strauss music would fit, but the tone is too heavy for our movie. So finally we had to ask our composer to compose a totally new piece. The same thing happened with Charge of Monte. Since the copyright will not be an issue after 100 years of the composer of death, so this piece become available to use while we are shooting the movie. Yeah. And we have a professional musician from Bay Area, Antares example at Silicon Valley. They performed the main thing. When you play the trailer, I saw probably a lot of people, they like the music. That's the main scene, which is played by the Antares example at Silicon Valley too. Our music editor, Jing Yao, he's not only our editor, our script writer, our writer, and also he is the music editor. He's a trained musician. However, he has a profession of mathematical physicist.
So he's man of many talents. Oh,
Yes.
so for the dancing scenes in your movie with the accompanied by music, did you guys dance in silence and add the music in post-production
No, we did it together. We're using the same
together?
together, in the same time, because I choose the music first. Then while we're recording and also do the video, we played the music and we dance, follow the music.
I see.
Oh, I remember. Yeah, there's two dancing music we replaced later. Yeah, because we found that the music it's not too good. So later our music editor gave me some, better suggestions. So we replaced it. Yeah.
It's won many awards as well. I see.
Yeah, we got a lot of awards, and the recently, like 2024 Women in Film and TV, we got a reference them, and we have a 2024 Hollywood Real Independent Film Festival, these awards. It took me 1 year to submit it around 50 film festival, and we got around like 20 awards finally.
Out of all these awards, is it possible for you to pick the one that that is your favorite? Do you have a favorite award that the movie earned?
Yeah, I would say probably it's a 2024 the Hollywood Real Independent Film Festival, because we got on that film festival, we got the best actress, best supporting actor, best trailer, and also best picture nominee. So that would be my
Wow.
favorite.
So you guys sweep all the awards. Oh, and also, is your movie still eligible for future awards for the rest of 2024 as well?
I think once we release the film, in theatrical and in streaming, probably our award probably will be ends. Yeah.
Okay, I see. We already earned so many, so
Thank you. Yeah. Theatrical release. Right now we are in the limited theatrical release phase. I think choose summer is not a very good idea because summer have so many competitor. Like when we release on August 2nd, we have Deadpool release. So
yeah.
we have Twister. We have right now have It Ends With Us. There's so many like a studio movie released in
Yeah.
this summer.
Also, like Despicable Me as well, right? Despicable Me 4 as well.
Yeah, the trap
Hmm.
or the bigger studio movie. So it's very, very hard for us to squeeze into August 2nd release because a couple months ago I already announced in public, we already did the first initial release, press release. We're going to do August 2nd theatrical release. So that's the reason I have a theatrical theatrical release agent. He told me there's no problem to squeeze our movie into maybe 10 or 20 cinemas. But in the reality, after a couple months, he did not give me one theaters. So at that time, during these couple months, I'm so stressful because I'm already spread the
Wow.
word going to release August 2nd, but no cinema want to accept us. So I just so finally, I got some connection, and I talked to the Brandon Theater. The Brandon Theater gave us a release in Concord, in Las Vegas, Modesto, and the Johnny Brandon. His grandfather, Ted Mong, he used to has the Hollywood TCL Chinese theater.
Mm. Hmm.
So they are big family. So
Yeah.
right now, so even though the first week, August 2nd, we only have like 8 locations, but our box office is already in the top 20 nationwide.
Wow. Very
Yeah,
impressive, especially considering the fact that you had to squeeze in with all those big blockbuster movies.
right. Yeah,
Mhm.
so it's very, very hard for August 2nd release to squeeze in. If I have time later, if I need to rethink all this kind of thing, probably I'm going to do theatrical maybe in September or in October, but not in August. But even though we got a Rotten Tomato rating 82%, I think it is very good to for a mystery, for a thriller, for a drama movie to got this score. It's
Mhm.
I think it's not easy to it's pretty good. I'm happy to
Yeah,
next
that's very
week.
impressive, especially such low budget as well.
Yeah. Next week, we're going to have the following cities. We're going to have Texas, Portland, we're going to have Washington, Seattle, and also the Denver. Yeah. What the key lies in understanding the depth of each of case partner. People told me sometime after they watch the movie, they say it's hard to follow. So each of case dance partner can be interpreted in two ways. One possibility is that Kate has a psychological issue, just similar to the Catherine in Basic Instinct, where she harbors a deep-seated hatred of men. Well, the other explanation is that the underworld clan family, and they try to eliminating anyone who poses a threat to their criminal operations. So both interpretations add a layer to the stories and making it more intriguing. Yeah. Seeking for marketing funds. So right now we have gone through all the steps of movie making. We are doing a limited theatrical release, which is trying to help marketing too. So we kind of is already exhausted our funding, and we cannot like compete with the mainstream movie in marketing. So we need the people's help to let more people to know this film.
Yeah. So you say movie making is a lifestyle, correct?
Yeah. So the more personal, is I think it's more worldly, because a unique personal experience on the collective level is an experience of humans. So the best contribution to the world is to make your own dream come true. That would be the exploration of human beings. So I think
Yeah.
probably, need to keep studying.
That's why you make movies then, right?
Yes.
To contribute.
Yes. So I think we just need to keep studying, keep creating, and appreciating, and you will never be sorry in your life.
Yeah.
Have-
Yeah, I
make
can
a-
really tell your passion for the movie, especially while watching it.
Yeah, thank you. Mhm.
Okay, so this is just the contact page for anyone in the audience who's interested in contacting the filmmakers of Dark Feathers. And now, for these last few minutes of the webinar, I'd like to open it to Q&A for the audience. If anyone has any questions for Crystal, this is a golden opportunity because she's so busy. Just feel free to type in the chat box. So Crystal, you mentioned that female empowerment is a key theme in Dark Feathers. How did you highlight this in the movie?
Female character, they take control every scene if you don't mind observing while watching, or you recording after watching it. The movie logo shows three feathers surrounded by two swords. The feathers display the Chinese-Japanese character, female, and each stands for a virtue of woman, as Kate, the role I played, explained in the movie.
We have a question from the audience, from Chloe. She asks, why not provide online streaming opportunities for purchase?
Yeah, it's a good question, because right now we are doing limited theatrical release, and beginning from September 17, we will go on streaming. So, but before go on streaming, I still have a lot of marketing to do. So that's the reason I need your guys' help, to try to let more people to know it. Yeah. Even though we go streaming, if we don't do proper marketing, people still will not a lot of people know it. Even though we have a good product, we still need to market. Yeah.
It's important to share the movie, right? Otherwise, once you release it to streaming, if the marketing is not good enough, it just gets lost in the thousands of movies that are available.
Correct. Yeah, and also in September, we are not going to release in streaming on United States. Probably we're going to release in Canada, in Ireland, and also United Kingdom, afterwards too.
Question from Kathy Pang. From a software engineer to becoming an actress and director, what advice do you have for people with the dreams to become an actor or actress when they start in the traditional career path?
I think a lot of the first immigrants, first generation Asian immigrants, they all have a dream, I think. So I think the most important thing is that you just need to keep trying, don't give up, and also try to learn new things. And also, connection. Connection, I think, is very important too. Yeah.
So don't give up on your dreams. So you're saying even if you're full-time software engineer, doctor, or lawyer, if you're passionate about film industry and movie making, you should keep pursuing that interest, right? Even if it's
Yeah.
not your main job, just keep going until eventually it can be, like it did for you. You say that you faced many challenges making Dark Feathers on a low budget. What would you say was the biggest challenge, budget-wise, for the movie?
Well, the biggest challenge I don't have is I don't have enough time. Because to save cost, need to work like every day this month, at least like 16 hours under stress. And that could have been settled by money too. And this is not nearly enough. So time is money, right?
Yeah. Especially in this case where each day of filming, I'm sure, is such a huge hit to the budget. So you can't shoot for as many days as you'd like.
Yeah.
Also, additionally, shooting in San Francisco and Los Angeles, which was easier, would you say, throughout the process?
Well, I say probably Los Angeles will be much better because Los Angeles have a lot of professional cast and crew. It's win-win case. San Francisco, because I live in Bay Area, so we have a lot of resources in the Bay Area. People, a lot of friends help us to support us. When a lot of cast they coming from Los Angeles, I don't have the budget to find all the hotel for them to live. So couple of my friends, they provide accommodation. It's really, really helpful too. Yeah.
That's really great. That's really, really good friends to have then.
Yeah.
Also, for a lot of scenes that you shot as well, it's because there were so many different places in the movie. Did any of your friends help with providing those places for those scenes as well? The
Yes.
venues?
Yeah. One of our another producer, we shot some like a Japanese clan family scene in her house in Los Angeles. And also, even though my house in Dublin, there's a couple things shot in my house too.
That's great.
So I need to control each department cost in order to meet the budget.
Yeah, and you mentioned that you worked with multiple different composers for the film's music, which people have really liked. How did you make sure that the music fit the themes of the movie?
I contacted the composers by myself, but for Lock Chen, Akun, his agent contacted me directly after they showed the trailer online. I listened to each composer's music and I selected a piece that I felt fitting each scene. Also, I interacted with my music editor too, how to put them in the right places.
So you had to consult with the composers throughout their entire process of making these songs for the movie?
Yeah, we will have a couple of composers, not only one composer. So
Yeah. Also, we've showed before, Dark Feathers has won countless awards. How has this recognition impacted you?
the movie got these awards because the judges got the idea of the plot and also they appreciate the execution. The role I played, a female Fatal Kate, is a character that has never before appeared on the big screen. So I don't believe that any movie has Kate hit the character like a Kate. First, for this, I also got several like a Best Actress award. This is a recognition of my ability, and I have become more confident with my acting. Dark Feather is aimed at giving audience a unique viewing experience with the
Yeah.
takeaway message that love is worth sacrificing one's life for.
Mhm. Yeah, I've personally never seen a movie like Dark Feathers before. It is very unique, especially combining all the different components that you mentioned throughout the presentation. You mentioned that making movies is a lifestyle. Can you explain that difference between it and having, say, a regular job?
Making movie is my childhood dream, and doing it bring meaning to my life.
Mhm.
As I believed that make one dream come true is the best thing one can contribute to the world, and I will keep making movies.
Yeah. Another question from the audience. How would you like all of us to help you and support you in promoting the movie? Do you have any guidance for the audience, especially with non-Chinese segments?
Well, I think because next thing we're going to do is the streaming. So streaming, I will need to do a lot of marketing. So I will probably need people's help. I need some marketing funds in order for me to do master marketing, domestic and also worldwide.
Hmm.
And
Do
also I
you
need
also Mhm.
I
Go
need
on?
people. I need everyone to spread the word, to spread their dark feathers. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. Do you think that social media marketing is very effective for promoting a film like Dark Feathers?
Yeah, social marketing, I think is one way of promote. We have 4 accounts. We have a Facebook account for Dark Feathers, Dark Feathers movie. We have Instagram. We have TikTok, and also we have Twitter. Yeah.
Oh wow. So all the big platforms in the United States.
Yes.
Do
Yeah.
you have you also shown the film in other countries besides the United States?
Uh, not really, but like what I said, beginning from September, we're going to do not only US and also Canada and also UK and maybe Ireland. Yeah, I'm talking with another distribution company for the more international territories. Yeah.
Mhm. Do you think it'll be possible for the movie to be available in China? Because I think it would be very popular there.
Yeah, I was in China last year and I talked to a couple distribution company in China. Unfortunately, because we have Japanese element. Also, we have Taiwanese. So these 2 elements, it's very sensitive in China right now. So I'm afraid we cannot do in China.
Are you able to like make a different cut of the movie and release that cut in China or no?
Um, because if we cut some element, if we cut a Japanese element, if we cut like the Taiwan, the plot will be changing. It's not
Yeah.
probably it's not the wise idea to do right now. But we're thinking about we're going to do prequel and a sequel. So that will be we'll think about the cooperate maybe in Chinese or in China or maybe yeah. If a lot of people they cannot understand this one, Dark Feather Dance of the Geisha. So once we produce the prequel, you will have a better idea.
Yeah.
What's the
Yeah. Excited for it. So that is our time for today. Before we go though, if you just have one key takeaway that you want the audience to have for Dark Feathers, what would it be? One key takeaway from the film.
um love, sacrifice.
All right. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us today. And thank you, Crystal. I know you're so busy, big hotshot producer. Thank you for joining us and talking about your movie. And everyone, here on our screen here is all the resources you want for contacting the filmmakers of Dark Feathers. And we would really appreciate it if you shared it with your friends and family and watched it in theaters. It's in theaters still and next week. And in September, it will be available streaming as well. Thank you, everyone, and farewell. Bye-bye.
In a world so connected, it's hard to stand out. But I've got a secret that I'm about to shout. Building bridges and making friends, that's how the journey of success begins. Surround yourself with diverse minds, experts in their field, so wise. Together we'll conquer and achieve. Customize your growth, there's nothing you can't conceive. Build your network, reach for the stars. Professional adventures taking you far. Communication and leadership, it's all in your hands. Unlock your potential with your dream team. Surround yourself with diverse minds, experts in their field, so wise. Together we'll conquer and achieve.